Kia ora. My name's Cameron Mariu. It's a pretty flash title. I didn't put it up. My people who designed this slide for us did, but it's basically what I'm here to kōrero to you guys about. Just want to thank you guys for accepting my abstract. I got voluntold to come down. I'm from Te Tai Tokerau, so I'm a long way from home. But the last couple of days has been awesome. There's been some awesome kōrero, and the whanaunga who spoke before this one online, sort of speaks to the mahi that we're up to up in Northland. I got a couple of sort of points I want to just get across with my 15 minutes today. One is to provide a bit of context as to why I'm standing here today. And then the other one is to just shine a bit of a lens on the mahi that we're doing in Northland around energy wellbeing for those whānau in hidden hardship. Sweet. The context, I've been working for Habitat for Humanity for almost 5 years. I'm the Healthy Homes Program Manager for Te Tai Tokerau. When I started, so the Healthy Homes Program was designed in Wellington to combat housing-related respiratory illnesses for kids who are living in substandard housing conditions. The Healthy Homes Program is run nationwide by hundreds of organisations throughout the country. Each organisation has an amendment to their contract and how they deliver the program in their specific rohe, and Habitat in Northland no exception to that. Our amendment meant that we can do minor repairs on homes at a massive budget of $500 per house. But what Wellington didn't realise is that these are the type of homes that we're going into. And, you know, don't take a rocket scientist to know that $500 ain't going anywhere on these kind of houses. These are just a handful of homes just for today's presentation, but I can tell you that me and my team are going into houses like this every day, trying to make some kind of changes. That was 5 years ago. It was 500. I'm a builder by trade. I took that 500 and I just ran with it, focusing on a kid's bedroom, making that a habitable zone for that particular whānau, fixing the windows, putting in new window latches, draft proofing. The repairs were getting more and more, so I started doing deck repairs, handrails, safety issues. At the end of my first year, wrote the report back to this major stakeholder. They were like, holy heck, sweet, you're doing some me mahi, here's 1,000 for the next financial year. So we cracked on. We started doing ripping out rant sliders and putting in new rant sliders, utilising Habitat's restore for donations and installing those into homes. At the end, we managed to get some more funding. We got another kaimahi involved, so now we've got a little team happening. Fast forward to now, that $1,000 has turned into $10,000 per house. We've got a, thank you. We've got a team of 4 builders now. We've got an administration lady who keeps us in line, and we out there. But if we just circle back to my first year, energy hardship was something I was coming across every day, every week, every month, in terms of like people living off generators, the hidden energy people that Fire spoke about before, going out into rural New Zealand, Northland, and just coming across a lot of these whānau that are just on a generator. So I wanted to try and come up with an idea of like, oh, what can we do? Like, what can we spend this 10 grand on? And the idea was, yeah, solar, of course. Let's get these fellas off a generator and let's install a solar package and let's see what we can do. I am not an expert in solar. I've been dipping my toes in since January this year, where we installed our first unit into a whare in Pātoa. And it's been a steep learning curve. It surely has, but the outcomes is what I'm more focused on. Getting these fellas off generator, they can put that money into something else. Just the next couple of slides are just, I still have to be conscious about the repairs of our homes. It's still a repair project. And just the next couple of slides of just some of the mahi that we've been able to achieve. So that's a bit of a before, bit of an after. Bathroom, wouldn't even wash your dog in that. And then boom, new bathroom for less than 10 grand. And we've done a whole bunch of other stuff with this house. So this new $10,000, it's a multi-year funding. So for a while I've got it, I'm just going to go hard. I was like, oh yeah, the first time we get somebody that's off grid, we're in there with solar, and Crystal May came into our program. She still got all the awhi of that education, curtains, and all these other aspects of our program that we can provide. But at the same time, we just installed a little solar unit in there. We did a whole bunch of other stuff to her cabin as well. A lot of our whānau who live in this situation, like they actually choose to live like off-grid. They for whatever reason, they're happy people. They're out there. They're on their whenua, and they choose to live this way. So if we can provide just a little service for them that gets them off the generator, well then ka pai in my eyes. Yeah. Sweet. So this is just a bit of a quote from her, spending 60 to 80 bucks a week on fuel, and now that's back in her pocket. Check that quote out down the end. Our kids are able to do their homework. And it's like far out. It's like not even, like you think that's like a small issue, but for whānau out there in communities, it's huge. Since Crystal's house, we've installed 5 other little off-grid systems all over Te Tai Tokerau, and we've kind of gone a bit, we've linked in with this organisation called Grid Free, who are based out of Auckland, and they've put together an awesome package that we can supply into our whānau homes out there at a heavily reduced cost. The families that are getting these, I just have to mention, he's probably like, oh, what about like the kilowatt hours and all of that? And I was like, I don't know. But all I know is that our whānau are just living quite simple. They just want to charge a phone, keep the fridge on, and turn on a light. And that's their power draw. And so to provide them an off-grid system through Grid Free has been amazing for us. The first one, Crystal's, I bought the panels from Auckland and I went over here to grab that. And again, just making it up as I went along. But with Grid Free's help, they've put together, we've installed a few of these solar packs all over Northland. And they're working for our whānau who are like in hidden hardship. They've put together this package, and our CEO of Habitat for Humanity is using his networking skills to provide, we need to generate some funding to get 220 units of these at this cost. And what that will mean is that any house we come across in the north in these off-grid situations, we'll be able to power. We'll be able to power them. Grid Free are wanting to, provide that education on how to manage these solar units, because there is an element of having to manage the solar pack. But this is just a step in the right direction in my eyes in terms of having an all-in-one package. Solar is not new. It's being used, and in Te Tai Tokerau, there's some awesome mahi happening. Marae being powered, The image on, well, the solar panels in the field, that's kohi rā. You should have already heard of it. It's a 61,000 panel system that's, they turned the switch on it a couple of months ago in Kaitaia, and that's feeding directly into the grid, and a lot of whānau throughout Kaitaia are reaping the benefits of a system like that. They've got another one they've broken ground on in a place called Ruakaka. So yeah, solar's not new, but what is new is, I think, is the mahi that we're doing, is powering up our whānau in these hidden situations. So our region is vast. It takes 5 hours to drive from Cape Retianga to get out of Northland, even more if you've got cows in the way. And yeah, all these pockets of whānau is a whānau that we go and see at Habitat for Humanity. These points are just some of the, over the 5 years I've linked in with all the different iwi and hapu all over the motu, and these are just identified whānau that are living in off-grid situations. So as you can see, there's spread. There's North Power and Top Energy, but I've asked them, can you supply data like for our hidden whānau? They can't, but like us on the coalface, I guess we're the gatekeepers of that information. So yep, that's me. Kia ora.
Thank you, Cameron. Fantastic talk, fantastic work you've done. It's really impressive. Any questions from the audience? Oh, there is a question. No, not so fast.
Yeah, kia ora, Cameron. Amazing work. Any idea on like if you've just scratched the surface in Northland up there, or you think you're all done now?
Nah, we've just scratched the surface, my bro.
So yeah, must be same around the country, and any plans to, it sounds like it's a great model and it's worked and you've found support, and then scaling that up so that other whānau and people around the country can have access to that same model?
Yeah. I would love to scale it up. It's about funding though. But I'm under the, I like to work with, Habitat's model is a hand up, not a handout, meaning it can't just all be about funding to get systems like that up and running. Families need to be on the hook in one way or another. And one of them has contributed like financially. So that's awesome. Scaling it up so it's like, it's deliverable and it's like a thing. I think, I don't know, it might not be the right approach, but just meeting different people in the room over the last day and a half has made me think of other ways to deliver a similar product. So, yeah.
You have a question? It says we have a question online.
Yeah, so just a question online. So this is from Dr. Louisa Barrow-Katala. So she says, such a beautiful work. Thank you so much for sharing. Do you have plans for whānau who may be able to share larger solar infrastructure with, say, their neighbours?
Yeah, so I was at the Energy Hui in May, I think it was, and I got talking to Maira, and that's in the back of my mind in terms of like when we come across an area where it could be at a scalable model, I'm in there. I'm gonna talk to Maira and see what we can do, but. I haven't come across that. Our like I said, our region's scattered and our whānau are in pockets like that Marae model. Again, I don't want to poo-poo it, it's awesome mahi, but it only benefits those around the Marae. Our whānau are spread all over the north and they're in different pockets. So I haven't come across a case study or somewhere where I can actually implement it as of yet, but I say yet being the operative word because it's coming. Yeah.
And the last question.
Thank you. I very much liked to hear last night you tell of a certain manufacturer that's given you quite a lot of hardware in terms of taps and sinks and whatnot. And I wondered if you'd share with them, the people, because that's another aspect, is these big companies are also willing to help you. And also, I'd like to add, are there solar companies that are also helping you provide this work?
At the moment, no. Like I said, I've just sort of fallen into the space. We're working with Grid Free, and at the minute we've got that. We're trying to generate some funding to buy that 10K option so we can deliver that out. But I've just had a contact made by a member here, and he's given me a person who's all about solar who lives in Whangarei. So awesome, you know, I'll be on the blower with him and see how we can connect, because this information needs to be shared. I don't hold anything. I'm just out there, you know, connecting in with whānau and doing the mahi, and anybody who can help us make changes or do things better, like, yeah, I'm all for it. So yeah, and just to the bathroom stuff, yeah, of course, that's been our model right from the get-go. We get donations of all kinds of things, and they go into houses because, like I said, like $500 at the start, $10,000 doesn't go far, like when you're dealing with houses that we go to. So we got to be innovative in how we bring change into these homes as well. So, yeah.